Hey everyone. I got a request for a video to try to explain some of the intuition behind writing regular expressions. And while I think that really the best thing that you can do is just practice writing regular expressions on lots and lots of different languages, there are a couple of tips and maybe helpful guidelines that I might be able to share with you in this video today. So the first thing I want to talk about is the three different operations that regular expressions are built from. So these are the plus, concatenation, and star. Now a lot of you have this intuition already, but in case you don't, let me actually write something down. So the first operation is the plus symbol. So something where you have a regular expression plus another regular expression. And you can really think about the plus symbol as meaning or a choice. So that is, this really means you match a string based on the first regular expression, or you can match it based on the second regular expression. Now for concatenation, really it just looks like one regular expression followed by another regular expression. And here, really, the key words to think about are followed by. So that is, you're going to take a string, you're going to match some part of it to the first regular expression, and then whatever's left over is going to be matched by the second regular expression. And finally, star. So if you have a regular expression starred, what this really means is 0 or more copies of. And notice that the 0 is important here because the star always matches the empty string. So here's an example of a language which is maybe one of the more complicated ones we've seen so far. It's the language of all words, and I guess I didn't specify an alphabet here, so maybe I should just say my alphabet is just going to be 0, 1. So it's going to be the set of all binary strings that have an even number of zeros or an odd number of ones. Now when confronted with kind of a longer, almost compound description like this, a lot of students try to just jump directly to writing the regular expression. And while this might work on smaller examples, in general it's not a very sustainable habit. So rather than do that, I'm going to actually work with this English description and try to break that down using these terms, or followed by, or 0 or more copies of. If you have a language and you don't really know how to match that language, then try to match a simpler language instead. Here I notice right away that there's this word or. Just my intuition tells me that I can rewrite L as even number of zeros or odd number of ones. All I've really done is made it clearer to myself that this language description really follows this pattern, at least at the highest level, because there's something or something else. And here I have even number of zeros or the odd number of ones. So now my strategy is going to be to find regular expressions for each of these sub-languages and then just put them together using the plus symbol. But maybe it's not even obvious how to write a regular expression to handle either of these languages. So let's just concentrate on this one, an even number of zeros. This might seem kind of daunting because there's an infinite number of possibilities, right? You could have 0 zeros or 2 zeros or 3, or not 3 zeros, 4 zeros or 6 zeros. So here what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to write this as 0 zeros or 2 zeros or 4 zeros, etc. And the reason I did this is even if I don't know right off the bat how to handle an even number of zeros, each of these sub-languages, again, looks a bit simpler. I mean, in particular, it's not too hard to see that this one over here, well, if there's 0 zeros, then the strings can only contain ones. So a simple regular expression for that is just 1 star. 2 zeros, on the other hand, is a bit trickier, but because I've been practicing my regular expressions and keeping up with David's videos, I know that actually a regular expression for this is 1 star, 0, 1 star, 0, 1 star. That is, you have 2 zeros separated by any number of ones. I might want to do one more, and I'd probably write something like 1 star, 0, 1 star, 0, 1 star, 0, 1 star, 0, 1 star. And I could definitely see a pattern emerging. Unfortunately, I can't just write pluses between all of these regular expressions because of course there's an infinite number of them, and all of my regular expressions have to be finite. Whenever you start thinking, oh, there could be an infinite number of possibilities, you want to be looking for star. That is, you want to be able to say 0 or more copies of something. Because using the star is actually the only way you can come up with an infinite number of possibilities. If you only use plus and concatenation, you'll never be able to come up with an infinite language. So then I might do some more thinking, and then I might think to myself, oh, well, every even number, that's just a multiple of 2. So if I take a look closely at this regular expression, it looks very similar to this regular expression, just kind of repeated twice with this 1 star in the middle here. So this gives me an idea. Maybe I should just take this as my pattern to match 0 or more copies of. That is, maybe I should just do 1 star, 0, 1 star, 0, 1 star, and then star that. Now my intuition at this point is telling me, okay, inside the brackets I'm matching strings with exactly 2 zeros in them, and then I want to repeat that any number of times so that I get any multiple of 2 zeros. There's only one problem with this regular expression. It doesn't handle the case when I have 0 zeros. Well, an easy thing to do is just add it in. 1 star plus this regular expression. On your own, using similar ideas to what I did on the left over here, try to come up with a regular expression for an odd number of 1s. And then once you've done that, you should be able to combine your answer here with this to get a regular expression that matches L. Thanks for watching and have a great day.